Alright, what's up, everybody? Back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Hope you guys having a good one. Yesterday was the first day of Summer League action. No, it was not in Vegas Summer League. We got the California Classic in Salt Lake City, but there's still the first day of Summer League games. Saw a lot of rookies and second-year players come out and have some pretty solid games. I want to talk about them really quick. Thank you guys for the views on the videos and the shorts recently. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the content around here, consider subscribing, turn notifications, do all stuff like that. I'd really appreciate it. It gives out a lot. Look at the analytics. A little bit less than 1% of you that actually watch the videos are subscribed. So if you're watching the stuff, hit the subscribe button. It'd really mean a whole lot. I really appreciate it. And I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's get right into it. So we had 5 Summer League games yesterday. The first game we're going to start with is the Heat and the Lakers, the California Classic. For the Miami Heat, we had guys like Jaime Jaquez play. We had Nikola Jovic playing in that game as well. For the Lakers, we had all the rookies. We had Jalen Hood-Schifino, Maxwell Lewis, Max Christie, Cole Swider, second-year players are also in there. The Heat won this game 107-90. They came out in the second quarter, had a big second, and then from there on, just took the rest of the game. Jaime Jaquez played a really good game. He had 22 points, 3 rebounds, and assists. He shot 8 for 15, 3 for 7 from 3, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. He just looked very good out there. He already looked like he really fit into that Heat, kind of culture and system. A lot of his jumper looked really nice. He got to the rim. He had a nice, nasty poster early in this game as well. Was rebounding the ball. He just looked very solid. Looked like he already knew what he was doing. I mean, he's an older player, 22 years old, coming out of UCLA. Was a 4-year player, and yeah, he just looked very poised out there and had some really, really good moments. I'm really looking forward to see how he fits in with this Heat team, if he's still on the Heat, depending on what happens in the Damian Lillard situation. And then Nikola Jovic as well had a pretty solid outing, 21, 8, and 3, shot 7 for 12, made a lot of solid plays. Usually, second-year players in the summer league, you look to them to see if they make a jump. They look different from the second year if they look like they're above the competition. And Jovic looked pretty solid. He made some nice passes. I liked he was rebounding the ball. He's attacking the rim, getting to the basket, getting to the free throw line. He went 5 for 7 from the free throw line. He had a couple of 3-pointers. He looked very solid. The Heat team overall played really solid. They also had Chase Ardige come off the bench at 18 points at 4 3-pointers from Northwestern. Orlando Robinson, Drew Smith, 2 players are also on the roster still already. They played pretty solid games. Yeah, for the Lakers, Max Christie, really solid performance. 17, 6, and 4. He shot 6 for 11 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3, 4 4 from the free throw line. He looked a lot better. He was out there. He looked like kind of a second-year player. He was kind of taking it slow, but he came out, played really well. He was getting to his spots where he needed to. He was knocking down shots. He looked very solid. Jalen Hood-Schifino in his first game, 15, 5, and 4. He shot 6 for 19 and 0 5 from 3. Definitely was trying to get his rhythm going, but just couldn't really get it. Um, you know. But I mean, it's his first game, so we're not really take it that seriously. But I mean, yeah, I'm a big fan of Jalen Hood-Schifino. I really like him. Out of Indiana, I like him for this Laker team. Didn't have the best start, to his professional career in summer league, but it's all good. It's only his first game. He took a lot of good shots that I liked. Took a lot of shots I liked and usually go in. He just wasn't really making them. So yeah, and then Cole Swider had 3 threes. Colin Cowles came off the bench at 11 points, shot 5 for 5. Ultimately, yeah, the Heat just looked better out there, and Jaquez and Nikola Jovic played some pretty solid games. The next game we had was Memphis and Philadelphia down in Salt Lake Summer League, and the Grizzlies win this game 94-92. It was a very, very close one. Kenny Lofton Jr. came out, had a good game, 21 and 13, shot 6 for 15, 2 4 from 3, got to the free throw line a lot. Kenny Lofton, last time we saw him, was scoring 42 points in the season finale because he played like 47, basically 48 minutes. But yeah, he played really well. He was playing really well last year. Summer League he came out. This game was really good. Rebounding the ball, dominating down low. Of course, his bigger frame, getting easy shots. It's a very smooth jumper as well. I'm really looking forward to see Kenny Lofton get some minutes in the rotation this year. They have Vince Williams Jr., who was on a 2-way contract last year. He came out 19 and 7, shot 7 for 11, 5 for 8 from 3. And then David Roddy had 18 points, shot 5 for 13, 4 for 9 from 3. I like what I saw from David Roddy, even though he's missing a lot of easier shots I would assume him to make. I really like what I saw. I think he is going to get a lot more, probably regular rotation time this year with the Grizzlies, with a lot of guys leaving and for him, showing some stuff last year in his rookie season. But I'm really looking forward to see David Roddy this next season. I think he came out had a really good first game of summer league. He was getting to the paint. His 3-point shot looked really nice as well. So did his defense. Yeah, Gigi Jackson came off the bench at 10 points in this game. He was very solid. He had a block that I like. He had 2 blocks actually in this game. And then Jake LaRivia had 12 points. He was taking a lot of 3-pointers. Wasn't really making them. Um, but hopefully he looks better next game. For the Sixers, they're Quavion Smith. They're undrafted, 2-way contract signing out of NC State. He had 18 points, shot 4 for 10 from 3. He was on fire a little bit in the fourth one. I want to say he hit a couple shots in a row. Yeah, he's a shooter. He's a guy that's not afraid to take the ball, to shoot the ball. You had him. DJ Stewart came off the bench, had 15 points for them. Jane Springer, who's coming into his 3rd season in the NBA, 11 points. He was the reigning G League Finals MVP. He only shot 3 for 11, was 0 for 4 from 3. Would like to see him do a lot more. Um, but especially being a 3rd-year player, usually you're supposed to come out here and just show a lot more. But he didn't really show too much. He was being aggressive. He just wasn't really making shots. But for the Sixers, Quavion Smith, I think he's a solid get for them. He's a guy. He's a microwave type 2 guard, kind of similar to maybe a Bones Highland type of mold a little bit, except he's more of a jump shooter, catch and shoot jump shooter. But I think he had a pretty solid first showing in his summer league debut. And they also had Nick Nurse out there coaching them, which I thought was really funny. But then I remember, yeah, usually when you come in as your first year as a head coach, usually you coach the summer league team as well. It's just funny that he's an NBA champion and he's coaching the summer league guys. Most of these guys aren't even gonna make the roster. It's funny, but hey, shout out to Nick Nurse. Next, we have the Spurs and Hornets back in California with the California Classic. Um, the Spurs won this game 98-77. They dominated the first half. The Hornets only really made it a little bit closer because of the fourth quarter, um, when the Spurs kind of just stopped really playing their regular guys. And it was really the Julian Champagnie show. He came out, he played really, really well, had 30 points, 8 rebounds, 4 steals, shot 9 for 25 for 12 and 3. He was dominating out there. Of course, Wemby didn't play. He's not going to play until they get to Vegas, which is in a few days. But yeah, Julian Champagnie, who just got a regular contract, actually, he's probably getting paid more than than all of these guys that he was playing against. But Julian Champagnie got a regular contract with the Spurs. He actually had a really good outing last season with the Spurs when he got there at the end of the season. But yeah, he came out really dominated. He looked like the best player on the court, really. Yeah, every shot he took, I thought was going in. That's the type of day it was. Dominic Barlow as well at 24 and 11 on 10 for 13 shooting. He played with the Spurs last year. He's on a 2-way contract. He came from Overtime Elite, and now he came in the summer. He looked really good, down low, rebounding the ball, scoring in the paint, all that stuff. And the Spurs as a team really just looked good. City Sissoko didn't make a field goal. He hit 3 free throws, but his defense was really good on Brandon Miller. With the Hornets, Brandon Miller, he had a really, really tough start, but then he came out in the second half and looked a lot better. He had a replay in the last play of the game. I think he had a crossover and one. He finished with 18 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, shot 5 for 11, 3 for 7 from 3, 5 for 7 from 3 at the line. He also had 6 turnovers and 7 fouls. If you don't know, in Summer League, you get 10 fouls. So, yeah, Brandon Miller didn't have a great start, but he came out in the second half and looked a little bit more comfortable. His one-on-one play was a little bit, could have looked a lot better. His shooting was really decent. Got to the free throw line a little bit, and I think he's gonna look a lot better in the next few games. It was the first game. Don't really take it too much into effect. James Bouknight came out at 12 points, shot 4 for 7. Really interested to see with James Bouknight, the role he plays this season. He's been in the league for 2 years and hasn't really gotten a chance to touch the floor. And when he did, he didn't really do anything outstanding. So maybe, hopefully, this summer league is a big one for him, and he comes out and shows a lot because it's his 3rd year. And when you're in your 3rd year in the summer league, not a great signing. So hopefully he comes out and shows a little bit. Nick Smith Jr. has some decent moments. He had 12 and 3, 12, 3 and 3. He shot 5 for 14, taking a lot of shots, but I like his ball handling ability. He made some pretty solid passes as well. But the Spurs really just came out and dominated, thanks to Julian Champagnie. Next, going back to Utah, with the Thunder defeated the hometown Jazz 95-85. The Thunder, it was so funny because the Thunder's starting 5 is a legitimate NBA 5. Like, all 5 of these guys are NBA players. Their starting lineup was Trey Mann, both Jalen Williamses, Ousmane Dieng, and Chet Holmgren. Like, that's a legit NBA 5 that could be out there on the court, which is funny. The Thunder got the win. Jalen Williams finished with 21, 4 and 2. If I'm the Thunder, I'm not playing Jalen Williams. Honestly, the rest of the summer league, like I might play him one more game, but after that, I'm not playing him. To be honest, because like, what's the point? He literally just finished second in Rookie of the Year voting. We know what he's about. He was out there. He really was just a man among boys out there. Really, he finished with 21 points in this game. Just really dominating on both ends, offense and defense. So there's not really any point of him playing out there. Trey Mann had a really nice game as well. He had 20 and 7, shot 7 for 15 at 4 threes. He had a nasty poster dunk. I've been a big fan of Trey Mann ever since he came into the NBA, and kind of was a little bit disappointed that he hasn't really gotten a huge opportunity with OKC, but that's also because they drafted so many guys near his position. But I think Trey Mann is a really good guy. Just come off the bench and give you buckets. That's what he's been doing in his NBA career, and that's what he did this game, except as a starting point guard. He just has a really smooth game, and I like it. Maybe he gets a little bit more opportunity this year with OKC. Chet Holmgren came out his first game in a year after missing all of last season. He came out, had some struggles, but ultimately finished with 15 and 9 with 4 blocks, shot 6 for 14. Definitely could tell it was his first game in a little while. He was falling a lot over the court. His defense wasn't amazing. Missing a lot of his handles wasn't really there as well. It took him a little while to get really into the game, but I think it's just haven't played in a year type of performance. Once he starts getting regular minutes here in the summer league, he's gonna start looking a lot better. But yeah, he also put on some weight. It seems, I think I saw he put on 13 pounds between last year and this year, which is really good for him as well. And yeah, I'm excited to see what he does the rest of summer league. And then yeah, they had the other Jalen Williams had 13 rebounds in this game, taking charges obviously. And the Thunder look really good. For the Jazz, Keontae George finished with 18, 5 and 4, 3 steals, shot 7 for 16. I'm a big fan of Keontae George as well. He came out and yeah, was just really solid. Scoring the basketball. Obviously, defensively, he got a lot of steals. His passing ability as well. He had some really nice pass. He had a really nice pass between two defenders as well. So I'm very excited to see him. Ochai Agbaji has 17 and 9, shot 7 for 19 on the field. I think he's gonna have a really solid second year. He showed a lot of flashes in his rookie season once he started getting opportunity. So I'm very excited to see what he does this summer league and what he does for the rest of his second season. Taylor Hendricks didn't play in this game due to injury, and then Bryce Sensabaugh as well. Both their other first round picks didn't really get to play in this game because of injury. But I'm very excited to see those two guys out there as well. But yeah, I really like Keontae George and Ochai Agbaji out there. But the OKC Thunder are just they're probably gonna have a really good summer league because they really have like a legitimate NBA 5 out there playing. And the last game we had was the Warriors and the Kings back in California with the Classic. The Warriors lost this game. The Kings won 194, and Keegan Murray dominated, which he was supposed to do. He made all of his first team last year. He came out and really just it didn't look fair. Honestly, he had a lot of big dunks, a lot of really good plays. Finished with 29 points, shot 8 for 17, 3 for 9 from 3, 10 for 11 from the free throw line. He's really I think I would do the same for him. I wouldn't play him a lot. I'll play him the first 2 games, and then after that, I'd be like, all right, you don't got to play anymore, Keegan. We already know what you're about, man. He really was just out there dominating. They also had Jordan Ford out there with 18 points. Lee Mosquito had 11 and 12. Kobe Jones, I really love what I saw from Kobe Jones in his first game. I still can't believe they got him in the second round. Had 12 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals. He shot 5 for 11 from the field. Just making really good plays, cutting well, getting to the rim well, and finishing. His passing was pretty solid. His defense was good as well. I'm really excited to see what Kobe Jones does for the rest of the summer league. And yeah, I'm a big fan of Kobe Jones with the Kings. I think he's gonna be a really solid player coming into this system. For the Warriors, they had Lester Quinones. Came out and dropped 26 points, shot 10 for 16, 5 for 8 from 3. He's been a bucket in the G League for a long time, and so now he gets to show it on this big stage for the Warriors, and maybe he gets a regular, spot next year. I don't know. We got to see what happens to the rest of the summer league and stuff. But one thing about him is he knows how to score, And there's a lot of people comparing him maybe to Jordan Poole and a lot of moves that look similar. But no, he came out, he played really, really well, scoring the ball with ease. And yeah, very interested to see what he does the rest of the summer league, see if he gets a chance, maybe in the NBA level. They also had Santos, I forgot how to say his first name. He had 19 points. And then Brandon Pajemski, the rookie, at 12, 6 and 6. Very solid play, doing everything, rebounding the ball, passing the ball, scoring as well. He shot 4 for 9 from the field, 1 for 3 from three. Very interested to see how he goes the rest of summer league because I think he'll be a very solid player in the Warriors system. But the Kings ultimately win because they have Keegan Murray, and Keegan Murray dominated. But yeah, there's no games today, 4th of July, but then we'll wrap it up. Wednesday, we got 5 more games. Thursday, we got 2 more games. And then Friday's where it really starts. The real summer league starts Friday in Vegas. So I'm very, very excited for that. But yeah, we finally got our first taste of summer league action. And yeah, I'm very interested to see how the rest of it goes, man. I'm going to be watching because what else is there to watch right now? And that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you enjoyed the content around here, consider subscribing, like, turn on notifications, all stuff like that. I really appreciate it. Really upset a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.